Carl Cicerrella was a lifelong resident of Lorain. He graduated from Admiral King High School in 1965. In high school, Carl enjoyed singing in the choir. He was a drummer in his band, the Lonely Hearts. They played and entertained around Lorain County at family holidays and for special occasions. He continued his education at Bowling Green State University, earning a bachelor's degree in comprehensive science in 1970. During his tenure as a teacher, he completed his master's degree in school administration. Mr. C, as he was best known by his students, taught science and chemistry at Southview High School in Lorain for 35 years. It was my privilege to be up there with him for a part of those. He developed and taught curriculum for the integrated science program for magnet students. Mr. C was also the advisor of the Key Club from 1995 to 2005. During this time, they won 7 national awards for the abundant amount of community service the Key Club provided. He and the Key Club supported Carol's Kids and Camp Ideas, which services children with special needs. While teaching, he enjoyed attending all events and tutoring students. He remained dedicated to students and staff even after his retirement. He served on the Principal's Advisory Board for numerous years in support of fellow colleagues. He further advocated for the children of Lorain and Lorain schools by running for the school board. At his initial attempt in running for office, he won and was the first retired teacher in years to win a position on the school board. Unfortunately, Carl's untimely death in 2006 ended his tenure on the board. Carl was married to his wife Anna for 34 years. Together they have 3 children, Monica Rapidus, Carl Michael, and James Cicerrella, along with 2 grandchildren. Both of his grandchildren earned the Dr. Cicerrella scholarships for outstanding community service in the Lorain High School Key Club. Alex Cicerrella in 2016 and Ashley Cicerrella in 2017 as an honorary member as a graduate of Avon High School. Mr. C advocated, and I will add, devoted to his students and served as a mentor to so many. He had a wealth of stories to share from his life and worked to establish meaningful connections with each of his students. Carl Cicerrella stood for many things, but there are 2 that he believed the most. Never be afraid of accepting a challenge and do what you can to make a difference. Please welcome distinguished educator Carl Cicerrella to the Lorain Alumni Association Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame. Accepting will be his daughter, Monica Rapidus.
There's nothing worse than being last.
That's a good thing because he would have talked to everybody all day.
Use his words.
I apologize. First, I didn't know I was supposed to do a speech, but here I am again. We're very honored, my family, to receive this. And thank you for the nomination. Usually I'm the one following behind on his heels, and he's up here, but today I have to stand with him beside me. He dedicated his entire career, definitely to his students. He never believed a student would fail. He always made sure that he encouraged them and inspired them, even his colleagues at times. He made that difference in all the students' lives here in Lorain. He instilled faith in yourself, never back away from a challenge, and do what you can to make a difference. I'm proud that he's my dad. I was very close to him still to this day. He inspires me. But behind all of his hard work is my mom, the great lady that he married, who couldn't be here because she's not feeling well. In my eyes, he was always brilliant. I never thought that there would be anything I could teach my dad. But one thing that I did, Ron Major was going to be leaving Southview, and he was our Key Club advisor at the time. And so he went to talk to my dad, and my dad told him no. So Ron came up to me and said, I know you're going into your senior year, I need you to talk to your dad. And so I did, and I promised my dad, if you take the Key Club, it's my senior year, once I graduate, I will help you with it forever. And he did hold me to that promise. He did. And I know if he was here, he'd be here till 4 o'clock talking, but I have special memories of Key Club. That entire year of all the things I never thought I would have to teach my dad. I taught him the ins and outs of Key Club. And he took it to the next level. It exceeded everyone's expectations. He ended up having the largest number of students that were in the club, but not only for Key Club, he supported all the clubs in the school. He always made sure that his students weren't biased to ones, that they needed to be everywhere and they needed to contribute to the community, which he did very well. When he won some of his national awards, he was quoted saying that it takes more than good grades to succeed in life, which it does. People look at your community service, and he said the students thrive on that. And I never saw him be afraid of anything, but I can tell you this too, when he ran for the school board. My dad had so much confidence. And I realize now that he really had a lot of confidence in me. He was afraid that he was not going to even have any votes for the school board. And you know what? I think it's because he was so dedicated. I mean, day and night, 5 o'clock in the morning, getting up, working on his schoolwork, making his own tests, going above and beyond to make sure his students succeeded, writing his letters of recommendation to colleges, which when he passed away, we noticed in 1 year, he did over 150 recommendations a year, and he wasn't able to type. That's where I came in. So see a little partnership there. But he made me realize too, it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to fail, because with that you're going to learn and you're going to build yourself even better. You're going to make mistakes. Sometimes they're not going to be the greatest. But he encouraged every one of his students, and it showed when he ran for the school board. He had so much pride here in Lorain, and his students, and his staff, everybody that he came across. He always had that helping hand. He even took on Lorain Catholic's Key Club as their temporary advisor so that they could have a club and run with them. And I'm sure he would be proud of everybody here today too, if he could be here. So, thank you.